Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. So I've actually had this requested a lot of times. This is the Harlem River Blues by Justin Townes Earle. He plays a lot of the stuff that I'm teaching on this channel, you know, kind of styles like Piedmont blues or even kind of Mississippi Hill Country blues. He's not exactly doing that, but he almost has his own kind of style. The way he plays these things, he kind of adds his own little flair to it. So let's just check it out and you'll see why I'm getting this requested so many times. Recording this at the radio station, you can see. Looks a little sleepy there.
Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. I'm on a roll, mama, I gotta go. I gotta get there while I still can. Troubled days are behind me now, and I know they're gonna let me in. So when you see me walking up the FDR, just a singing and a clapping my hands. Tell my mama I love her, tell my father I tried, give my money to my baby to spend.
Awesome.
Lord,
he's slamming those notes like he's... So when he's doing that, he's really kind of digging into those strings. So it's not just the normal kind of Piedmont. Even though that's kind of fun to play, that's not what he's doing, right? And also he has a capo. So we're going to figure this out. Capo, 3rd fret. And he's playing in the key, the relative key of G, but it's really, he's thinking the key of E. So he's playing this riff. So I've taught this a bunch of times. I want to show you, like, hammering on this index finger on this E chord is kind of like the biggest thing. It happens all the time. And what it is, it's in a major E chord, but we're starting on the minor 3rd and then hammering into that major 3rd. And that's what makes it kind of, it gives it that bluesy feel to it. Okay, so see how my right hand thumb is really digging into that note? That's what he was doing. Let's watch him do that one more time.
Going uptown to the Harlem River to drown.
Okay, so he's playing this E chord to an E6, which means you're putting your pinky down. You're putting your pinky down on that 2nd fret. It's a really kind of pretty sounding chord, right? So he's combining. Right, and he's not even really playing the A string on that. So his thumb is just going from here to there. And you really want to pull those notes up and away from the fretboard to get that pop like he has. That is a very fun riff to do. And I can tell it's going to take a little bit of work for even me to try to get that style instead of just doing. Which is normally what I'd play, kind of the Piedmont style way of playing that. Let's keep watching.
Mama, I love her, tell my father I tried, give my money to
okay, so let's go through the chords here. Basically on this we have the E, and then it goes to an A7, and then to a B7. Kind of a standard 12-bar blues type form. Check it out.
Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna
E7,
make a sound.
So it's actually not a 12-bar blues form. I think it's an 8-bar. Let's count it out.
Good times come and
1,
they
2,
go.
3.
And
3,
even
2,
a good
3,
man
4.
will break. He'll let his troubles bury him whole, even though
7,
he
2,
knows
3,
what's
4,
at stake.
8, 2, 3,
So I'm taking no chances, I'm carrying over while I'm still good in his grace. Yeah, and I'm
13,
no fool, mama,
14,
I know the difference between
15,
tempting and choosing my
16.
fate. 'Cause Lord, I'm going
So this is 16 bars.
uptown to the Harlem River to drown.
A7,
Dirty water's
back to
gonna
E,
cover me over, and I'm
B7,
not gonna make a sound.
E. This is kind of a section in between.
Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown.
I'm noticing something really interesting here. He's not plucking that note. He's hammering on with that pinky. So he's just using his index and thumb.
Lord, I'm going uptown
2, 3.
to the Harlem River to drown.
Counting out those bars. So bar 4 is A.
Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm
7,
not gonna make a sound. Lord, I'm going up.
So it's kind of like an 8-bar blues that repeats twice. So we have the first 3 bars, there's E, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3. That was the 3rd bar, and then we're gonna go to A7.
Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me up.
And then back to. So the whole chord progression, just the chord progression by itself is this. E, E, 2. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and A7, 3, 4. 5th bar, back to 6th bar. Now 7th bar is B7, back to that E. So this is a way that you can just kind of start to get familiar with the chord form just by kind of doing, you know, some kind of strum that you know. You can do like 3, 2, 3, 4, A7, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, B7, 2, 3, 4, and E, 2, 3, 4. And then the whole thing is going to start over again. So if you know the chords, you just need to plug in this basic pattern per each chord. The E chord pattern looks like this. So that's kind of one measure. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 2 rounds through is one measure. Okay, so you do that 3 measures, and then you're going to go to the A chord, and we're just going to do this. Okay, so there, the left hand's not really doing anything. Back to the E riff. And then he goes to the B7, and I'm going to listen to that one more time just to see if I can hear how that B7 is phrased. Is that A7? It's kind of like a solo version. So on this, B7, he's just applying this pattern. So it's just one time through. 1, 3, 4, 1. And let's see how he ends it.
Lord, I'm going uptown
2, 3, 4.
to the
3,
Harlem
2,
River
3, 4,
to drown.
7.
Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound.
Now at the end, right? Hear how he slows, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Like he slows that part down. If you were to be playing that, you're just gonna hold this, and I'm not gonna hold this B7. You can keep telling more of the story and keep giving more descriptions. As long as you're holding this B7 chord, there's that tension there. And I'm not gonna make a sound. It resolves back to the E, right? So you hear players like Bob Dylan do that all the time. Like they'll be playing something, right? And then they're kind of telling a story. And then they kind of get to a part where you think it's just gonna be a B7 or it's just gonna wrap up like the end of the story. And it'll go back to the E, but what they'll do is they'll hold that 5 chord, in this case the B7, for longer. Like you can just kind of keep holding it and keep telling the story, and then this is like this, and then he went down, and then, you know, and he's, and I'm not made a sound, right? Just kind of like trying to tell, like extend the story out in that spot. It's a nice variation. Let me do a simple version of it. Okay, so this is a simple version. Keep in mind, I just listened to this, and so that's why we're doing a simple version. So it's gonna be, we're gonna do the 8-bar blues. 2, 3, 4. At that point, you're going to restart the whole thing, okay? This is a cool one, and I see why people keep requesting this, because it's a lot like a lot of the stuff I'm teaching, but it's a different variation. It's a different way of playing it. And, you know, this guy, he had a lot of really cool stuff and a lot of really cool ways of playing stuff. So there's actually a lot more we can go over on his style. If y'all are interested, throw it in the comments, all right? If you want to make your own requests, join FGA members. There you can get a bunch of tabs for all my YouTube lessons, tabs for this lesson, and then some other bonus stuff that you can read about. Click the link in the description. All right, see y'all there.